Support for Homegrown is provided by Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1967.
They grew up on our fields, on our courts, in our towns. And now they've taken that hometown pride to the college stage. This is Homegrown. Real athletes, real stories, big dreams.
Welcome to Homegrown. Real athletes, real stories, and big dreams. I'm your host, Steve Goodson, and today we're catching up with a hometown star who has been around soccer his whole life. From tag-along sideline kid to Jacksonville High School standout, and now a sophomore midfielder at Methodist University, Nate Mahouchick. Nate grew up in Jacksonville, watching his dad, Joey, coach and play a huge role in the Cardinals program. Soccer has been a part of his life since he was 3. And that early connection to the game helped him develop into a leader both on and off the field. Now at Methodist, Nate joins a long line of Onslow County athletes continuing that journey at the college level, even while facing one of the toughest challenges an athlete can encounter. Rehab's a knee injury, and this story is much about growth, resilience, and staying connected to home. So Nate, welcome to Homegrown, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, absolutely. So let's just start where we need to start, man. Start at the beginning. Growing up, soccer was always a big part of your life. Your dad played at Barton in Wilson, and he continued to stay involved with the sport by coaching. Can you share some memories from those early years and how that shaped your love of the game?
I think just going to the practices and going to the games and seeing the success that Jacksonville had and the fun that they had made me feel like I wanted to do that and I want to be a part of that. Yeah. So I think that's what really shaped my love for the game.
And you started playing rec soccer out at the local fields at Jazza. Yeah. Did your dad ever coach you when you were? He
coached when I was in the academy at OCSA. He started coaching me then.
Okay, yeah. But when you were growing and really learning the game, he would kind of let other.
Just dad,
yeah, he was just dad. Mm. Okay, good. I've got a good story about Dad about coaching and putting pressure on kids that might come up later on. So did having your dad as an assistant coach at Jacksonville High School add any pressure to you, or was it more motivating for you? That's the first part of the question. The next part is, did it influence your approach to the game with him being a coach? So any pressure, and then did it influence your?
I think it was a little bit of pressure and motivation, just because, I want to make him proud, and and there's always going to be people that are like, oh, he's only on the team or he's only playing because he's the coach's son. Yeah. So that was motivating to prove those people wrong, that I can do this, I belong here, and I'm not just having the success that I'm having because my dad's a coach.
And personally, knowing the dynamics of the head coach at the time, Coach Miller, and your dad, Coach Dave, really laid back, just kind of, hey, man, your dad was more across the team-wise, was more the enforcer, right? Mm-hmm. More the disciplinarian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you guys, man, when y'all got done and y'all were walking off the field or hanging out, or you were hanging out with your buddies, did any of your buddies like, man, your dad's a jerk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. There are definitely some guys.
Absolutely. So looking back at your high school career, 14 goals, 18 assists your senior year, first team all-area, all-state, all-conference. What moments or achievements stand out the most to you?
I think all-state was being able to represent Jacksonville High School in the East-West All-Star game. That was an honor, and it was really cool. But I think what stood out to me the most was not just my success, it was the team success and other people's success. Yeah. Like Slayton Owens also made All-State, made the East-West team, but then also seeing the underclassmen, watching them grow and become better soccer players and better people on and off the field was really cool.
And your senior year, y'all made it. How far did y'all make it? Regional?
We made it to the 4th round.
Okay. That would be the regional semis or final, or
regional semifinals.
Regional semifinals. Who beat y'all? Do you remember?
JH Rose beat us.
Yeah. And they were at that time they were in your conference, weren't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And do you remember how y'all fared during the season? You played them twice.
We tied 3-3 at Rose, and then we lost 5-4
during the regular season.
Okay.
Okay. So when it came time to choose a college and continuing on playing soccer, did the fact that several kids from Onslow County were playing or going to be playing at Methodist, did that factor in your decision at all?
Yeah, it definitely did.
Kind of just that comfort feeling?
Yeah, because college is a big transition, and having people that you already know and people that know where you came from and where you grew up from, it just made that transition smoother.
So currently on the Methodist roster, Onslow County, can you recite, because there's 4 or 5 kids,
Yeah,
right?
it's Alex Ramson from White Oak,
Okay.
and then you've got Steven and Garrett from Swansboro.
Okay.
And I think it's just us.
Okay.
Oh no, Chase Grog from Swansboro as well.
Okay, so
yeah.
3 Swansboro kids, 1 White Oak, and just 1 Jacksonville kid.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. So was that so that comfort level, being able to just at the end of that transition from senior year to freshman year, going up there, going through the physicality. I mean, just
At a different level.
different level, right, man? Talk about preseason. Oh, by the way, I'm off script now. Preseason training. Once you get up to Fayetteville, you know the coach. You know the coach from beyond your travel soccer days, probably the ODP stuff and stuff like that. But when you get up there, talk about your preseason training. Tough?
Yeah, it's tough. It's fitness levels and just level of play too. Like first day of training, I'm thinking like, oh, I've got this, and then first time I touch the ball and I just get smacked, and I'm like just woke up.
So just not only the physicality, but the speed of the game too.
The speed of the game too. Yeah,
it's just so much faster.
So much faster.
So did they send you like a hey, when you come up here, like a preseason, like summer training?
It was
deal?
Just different fitness stuff to do, and we had it was a Nike run club. We had to run 180 miles over the summer, and that was like our challenge for the summer. And then
so did you do all that stuff?
I tried to.
And then when you got up there, you're like, okay, I put in my time training,
and
then you got up there and like, were you puking?
Ooh. No, it wasn't. I wasn't puking, but it was definitely harder.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was tough.
Okay, so how did it feel for you to step on the field the first time at Methodist and to play and compete at that college level?
I was definitely nervous, and I thought going through all the training, I thought I was ready, and then you step on the field and you're like, you're gonna be nervous. But then I completed my first pass, like first time I touched the ball. So
you're like,
yeah. I was like, all right, we're good. It helped me settle down a little bit.
So besides the speed of the game, which you talked about during the training, that first time you stepped on the field in a game situation, was there anything else that surprised you?
It was really just what surprised me was just the speed of play.
Yeah.
Too. It was just so much faster. Like you don't have any time on the ball. You've got 1-2 touches, and then you got to get rid of it.
Yeah, and you knew everybody was good.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you played against really good competition in high school. Your team was really good. Your high school team was good. But there were times in high school you might play somebody, and I was talking to Mackenzie Morrow, who went to the Naval Academy, and talking about the difference in high school and or travel soccer. When you played high school, there was times that it was an 8-0 or 9-0 teams. There was just sometimes you played against teams that weren't very good, right? And players specifically that were not very good.
Right, yeah.
College
is not.
It didn't exist, right? There was no hiding.
There's no,
no right back or left back, that outside back that you're hiding somebody or okay. Yeah. It was game on.
Yeah.
Game on. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, right near the end of the season, was it the last game?
It was the last practice.
Last practice. Yeah. You hurt yourself. You tore your ACL.
Yep.
And so going into the summer and then the fall now, and now coming back into the spring, you've had to sit out due to a knee injury. How has that experience been, first physically, but obviously, man, more mentally as much? And how have you stayed engaged with the team?
It definitely sucks. Injuries are the worst part of sports.
It's the worst part of sports, right?
But, physically, just doing all the rehab and doing the exercises and getting back to where I was, getting better. But what's tough is the mental part of it, because at practice, I'm seeing all my buddies playing, having fun, and you're just like sitting there like, dang.
Well, and I think I don't know if I was talking to you about this, but earlier, but I was talking to somebody about it. The games are always the carrots, right? Mm-hmm. You put in practice, you do the training. Mm-hmm. It's not supposed to be fun. Now, I was talking to somebody that got redshirted. That's what it was. That was redshirted for another reason. So he went through the practices. That you go through all these practices. They're not supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be hard. Right. I mean, you're supposed to learn. Mm. And at the end of the week or whatever, midweek or whatever, you have your game or your match, and that's like the carrot, the reward for putting in the work.
Yeah.
So once you were somewhat healed from your injury and you were able to start practicing again, you're able to practice, but you weren't able to play.
Right.
That had to be tough, like you said, seeing them go out there and do that, right?
Yeah, it was tough, but that just motivated me more to get back out there and like do my rehab right, so that way I'm getting right, so I can.
Yeah, and we're recording this the first part of January in 2026. This show will air sometime between now and April or May. So at this point in time, you've got one more test or one more checkup, and to be fully cleared.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to go back and continue training, but coach is not going to let you.
No contact. He won't let me.
Yeah.
He won't let me
Well, that's all right, man.
Yeah, at least I can touch a soccer ball.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that'll be good. So you'll be ready to roll next fall.
Yes, should be.
You'll be chomping at the bit, man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you will be. So you've already experienced some moments of success at Methodist. You recorded your first assist in the fall of your freshman year, and you played some meaningful minutes as a freshman. How have those experiences shaped your expectations moving forward?
They've raised my expectations for the future because, freshman year, you're not really expecting to play a lot, but I was lucky enough to play some, get an assist, and now it's about being more consistent and getting more meaningful minutes and not just being a guy that plays, but being a guy that can contribute and, you build trust from your coaches and your teammates that, like, when you need someone to step up, you can be that guy. That's the plan.
That's awesome. So off script, kids from other countries. Do y'all have kids on your team, on the roster from wherever?
Yeah, we've got a couple guys from Colombia. I think we've got like one guy from Mexico, but most of the guys are North Carolina. A bunch of guys from Florida.
Okay.
None international, not a lot internationally.
Okay, so even with the Florida guys or the Colombia, I guess what I'm getting around to is, can you tell a difference maybe in the way that they were brought up playing soccer, maybe whether the training or anything like that? Maybe not Florida, but the one or two guys that you have that are international guys, are they around your age, and are they just a little more? Because soccer's catching on in the United States. We're trying to do better in the World Cup. I'll just say that, right? But a lot of these other international countries, their kids, when they first can walk, much like you at 3, but they got a soccer ball in their foot, and it's like it's like their focus. Could you tell any difference in the skill level or training or anything like that?
There's one guy that stands out, Matthew Manzano. He was a senior this year.
Okay.
And he's definitely like the best player I've ever played with.
Really?
Like his technical ability and his strength and physicality, it was a different level.
Yeah. And that's high praise, because you played with some really good, not only in, obviously in high school, but you played at a real high level club-wise as well. So that's really high praise. So beyond the stats and awards, what lessons about teamwork, leadership, and I'm going to say perseverance, do you think soccer has taught you that you carry on the field, but also off the field?
I think soccer has taught me how to be a part of something bigger than myself. I'm not just playing for myself. I'm playing for my family that put time, money, effort for me to succeed, and then also the people that put on the jersey before me. So playing for them. And then it taught me what it means to be a real leader not just on the field, not just having the title like the captain's armband, but being the most consistent and putting the work in. And we might have to stop there. I lost my train of thought.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We can start back and we can come back and we'll just start back at question 10.
Okay.
And we'll just start over. That's cool, bud.
All right.
Ain't no worries. You ready? Or you want to think about it a second?
Hold on. 1 second.
No worries. Good. I can get a sip of drink. I got cotton mouth. Look, if you'd have gone through this and not had to do that, you've been the first. Everybody has had to
I was close.
regroup. That's all right, brother. Ain't no worries.
All right.
You got it?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about beyond the stats and awards. What lessons about teamwork, leadership, or perseverance, which that's a big one for you right now, do you think soccer has taught you that carry off the field? So not only on the field, but off the field.
I think soccer's taught me how to be part of something bigger than myself.
Yeah.
And playing, not just playing for myself, but playing for my family and playing for the people that put the jersey on before me. And also taught me what it means to be a real leader, and not just on the field, but off the field, like through the classroom, keeping grades up and being a good example off the field, doing the right things. You still have fun, but there's a right way to do it.
Yeah.
So, and then perseverance, definitely the biggest
Yeah, dude,
one.
that's tough, man. I mean, you're
Yeah.
right. I mean, the being injured, man, that's
Yeah.
being an athlete and watching your friends play
Right.
is tough.
Yeah, but just staying consistent and being patient, and I think, just really.
The patience thing is
Yeah.
a big thing, isn't it?
Because when you're injured and you're out and you want to get back out there,
Yeah.
but if you do it too early, you're going to get injured again, or something's going to happen.
And you feel like probably, I mean, I know I did. I when I was injured and playing football, you feel in your mind, hey, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. It's like, hey man, I got this.
I felt that.
And then but then the doc comes in and was like, no, you're not ready. And that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So being patient, and trust me, man, patience is a good lesson to learn later on in life. So I know it's hard now, but that'll come back to help you later on in life, man. So looking ahead, personal goals for the rest of the time that you play soccer, or just general, man, your college career, both on the field and off the field, academically and stuff like that.
I think for soccer, like I said earlier, just being more consistent, getting more meaningful minutes and contributing to the team. But academically, maintaining the good grades, and I want to be an athletic trainer.
Okay, I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be a PE teacher?
Not anymore. I did. but
Okay.
not anymore.
Well, trust me, it took my son, who is 26 years old, it took him many, 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 many years to not want to be a PE teacher. I tell the story to everybody. My son comes home one day after his sixth grade year at Newbridge Middle School, and he says, Dad, I know what I want to be when I grow up. I want to be a middle school PE teacher. And I'm like, okay, why do you want to be a middle school PE teacher? He says, so I can wear shorts and a T-shirt to school every day, just like Coach Joey. So you got out of that phase and you've kicked into being physical therapy, you said?
Well, athletic trainer.
Athletic
but
trainer, okay.
Maybe physical therapy. I haven't thought that far.
So
yet.
athletic trainer, you want to do it collegiately, professionally? I mean, you want to come back home and do it? Professionally be cool?
Would be great, yeah.
Yeah.
But also maybe like coming back home and, maybe being an assistant coach at Jacksonville or something.
Okay, cool deal. So finally, what advice, this is the next last question. Finally, what advice would you give young athletes? We got a lot of kids that play soccer, man, around here, or any athlete in Jacksonville and Onslow County who potentially dreams playing sports at the next level. What advice would you give them?
I would say be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Oh, that's great advice. Did your dad tell you that?
No,
okay, because that sounds like a Joeyism right there, man. That's cool.
He's probably said that.
He probably
once or
has
twice.
that. Yeah,
But
be comfortable at being uncomfortable.
because not everything's going to go your way. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to get injured, but you just got to put your head down and keep working, staying patient, because your time will come.
Man, that's great advice. How 18 or 19 years old?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good advice for a 19-year-old. So I've got one closing question, but before we get to the closing questions, you've been kind of forewarned about this. We have a rapid fire section.
Okay.
So I have more of these than I did regular questions because I just started thinking of you and your dad and just my knowing you guys. And so there's some stuff in here that I kind of came up with. So first one, favorite position on the field? Midfield. Your dad was a goalie in college, high school. 10 shots on goal. How many times would you score on him?
10.
10 out of 10. Okay, I like to hear that. Best sporting event or sporting weekend you've ever had? And I better be a part of that.
What was it, 2017?
I don't even remember. You were little though, dude.
I was like, whatever. But Saturday, honorary captain at the Charlotte Hornets versus the
Gosh, who are they playing?
Trailblazers.
Trailblazers, that's right.
Because it got to shake Damian Lillard's hand and Frank Kaminsky.
And you were about as tall at that age as Damian Lillard. No, I'm just messing. You got to go out mid-court, you got the jersey, and you got to go and shake their hands, right?
Shake their hands, yep. And
that's a great time.
Yeah.
But you topped it how?
And then Sunday, the next day, going to Panthers. They played the Packers, right? Panthers-Packers game. And got a football from Cam Newton.
Went down right there.
Yeah.
They took the picture. We were sitting there in the end zone, and like 5 minutes later after you got it, we were getting text bombed. People sending us pictures. You were grinning at ear from ear to ear.
Yeah.
So talk about that experience. I'm kind of regressing rapid fire. Talk about the first chance that you had to go to an NFC playoff game with the Dallas Cowboys. So the first time you ever went to the Panthers game, you went with Gray and I and your dad. And we have pretty good seats. First 10 rows in the end zone.
We got to go on the field.
We got to go to the field. We got to go to the field too. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. So you got kind of you were VIP in it, right? Yeah. Then your dad hits you up, and for Christmas he's going to buy you some tickets to go see Dallas, who is his favorite team, play against the Panthers in the NFC championship, right? But the seats were not quite as good, right?
No.
What did you ask him?
I said where we sitting.
Yeah, he asked where you were sitting, right?
Yeah, and he said we're sitting at the very top, and I was like, can we just throw a party instead?
I'm glad to know that I taught you right early, man. That's good. All right, pre-game ritual, soccer. You got any pre-game rituals? You got a favorite song? You listen to music? What's your go-to tunes playing soccer when you're warming up? Do you have anything?
It just depends on how I'm feeling.
Okay.
But most I would say mostly like rap.
Okay. Favorite soccer player growing up?
Messi.
God, he's still playing, man. Best goal you ever scored?
Free kick against J-Tros my senior year.
Was that during the season or in playoffs?
During the season.
Okay.
We didn't score on them during playoffs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They blank jump. Oof. Okay. Toughest opponent you faced individually or as a team? And you play some good soccer now, academy, high school, and now in college. And
college too?
Either or, man.
NC Wesleyan then.
They were good.
Okay. Yeah. They have a lot of internationals.
Do they? Okay. Favorite professional soccer team outside of college right now?
Man United.
Yeah. Okay. I knew that. You get it honest. Most memorable teammate in high school and why?
Slayton Owens. Just because, like our chemistry on the field. So.
And you guys were buddies. You guys were friends on the field and off the field,
right? Too for years. So.
Yeah. Favorite high school subject?
Math. Yeah.
One piece of advice that you remember that either a teacher / professor, coach, or mentor has given you?
I heard the be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah, okay, you heard that from someone. Yeah. Okay. If you weren't playing soccer, what sport would you play?
Man. I liked baseball.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I won't hold that against you. That's all right. One word to describe your college career so far.
Adventurous.
Adventurous. Yeah. Well, that's good. Last closing question, not rapid fire. When you hear the phrase homegrown, what does it mean to you, knowing that everything started here in Jacksonville?
It gives the feeling of like it started here, like we came from here,
Yeah.
and then there's that implied like never forget where you came from.
That's awesome, man. Thank you, buddy. That was awesome.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So Nate Mahouchick's journey has been one shaped by family, community, and a love for the game. From growing up on the Jacksonville High School sidelines, learning from his dad and soaking in the spirit of the Cardinals, to stepping onto the college field at Methodist University. Even while sitting out this season, his passion, resilience, and connection to home remains as strong as ever. It's inspiring, too, to see so many young athletes from Onslow County carrying their love for the sport forward together at the next level, bringing with them the same pride, grit, and hometown spirit that shaped each of them. To those watching, that's exactly what Homegrown celebrates. Athletes who chase big dreams while never forgetting the place that made them who they are. I'm Steve Goodson, and this has been Homegrown, real athletes, real stories, big dreams. No matter how far their journey takes them, their roots always come with them. Thanks. Support for Homegrown is provided by Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1967.